By now, it should be obvious when the distractions are all over YouTube, there's information being put out. And 9 times out of 10, there's going to be misinformation. So you have to just basically take in what's being put out and use your own perception to come to your own conclusion on what you believe. Now, still, there's a little bit of discrepancy as to whether R. Kelly fired his attorneys or whether they resigned on their own. But at the end of the day, you'd have to be blind to ignore all the constant confusion that has been intentionally put in front of these attorneys, from all this chaos being created online to even the division people have tried to put upon them. So when you think about what was heard in today's hearing, it should be obvious that I brought to you a little bit of information a long time ago. And that information was certain individuals were plotting on the power of attorney, remember? And it's very interesting this was mentioned in the status hearing today, among other things. Now, it was clear that these attorneys are not on the same page, and it's been clear they have not been from the beginning of this whole ordeal. Yet, at the end of the day, as a person who's blogging about this topic, I can only advise people and anyone trying to support R. Kelly in a positive manner to pay attention to what's going on and stay out the way. The problem is, so many people have been volunteering to be used to fulfill these narratives and continue to stir the pot.
I ain't playing no motherfucking games with you, boy. I gave you 120 hours to get back in touch with me, nigga. But fuck them 120 hours, nigga. You talking about my daughter. You know you supposed to be working with her music, R. Kelly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Robert R. Kelly, the singer, you bitch ass nigga. I got you, boy. Yeah, come fuck with me. This Savage, Tim Savage. Fuck you, nigga. Got you, boy. R. Kelly, by now, you should know that you should come see me. You know who I am. You know who you have at your house. My daughter, Jocelyn Savage. My name is Tim Savage.
Turn your volume down.
I'm not gonna turn shit down, but you really gonna sit here and lie to these people, Angelo? Like, for real? My nigga, you supposed to say that.
Listen,
you lying for now.
Listen. Do you know I got the video, right? Listen,
you liar, dude. You are a fucking liar.
Lied to you. Facebook lied to you. Radio lied to you. Radio fucked you.
If you saw my last update, you would notice that I didn't want to come out and say what I mentioned in my community tab, which was that I had heard that Steve Greenberg had been terminated. And it's interesting that all the things that we saw, from his battle with Michael Avenatti to all the things that came out allegedly about him and this Daryl Johnson character, and what Tasha K exposed. But again, this was just another case of how people get loose lips when things are not going their way. Now, just a few days ago, Greenberg went from talking about the Mann Act to now making these crazy tweets. It's very interesting, don't you think? Maybe a trip down memory lane will give you more clarity as to this was something that was a long time brewing. Greenberg has been on record making some of the craziest statements. He always says things out of turn, and then it's very obvious that a lot of these narratives have been fed in by people who claim to be associated by R. Kelly. With all that being said, do you all recall when R. Kelly sat down and met with Tom Messereau? And according to what was reported, there was a lot of internal conflict, and that was quite a while ago, as you recall. And from what the article said, one of the stipulations to get Tom Messereau on the team was to fire Greenberg. So if you think back at all the things people have been on these platforms doing, they have been at odds with Greenberg. They're always at odds with the attorneys who are not feeding them information and or bending to their will. So with all that being said, do you remember that $1 million initiative? Oh yeah, all this will make sense by the end of this video, so stay tuned. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, because we're about to take a little trip down memory lane to bring some of you up to speed.
There, I'm so sorry for you. No, nope, 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 nope. Don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me. Do not say anything to me. Joy is in jail for assault. So I feel so sorry for the both of you. Don't say anything other to me. I feel bad for you. I know, yes you do. You do. You do. You do. You knew I was coming up here to get Joy and you lied to her. You lied to her. Yep. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you, Bear. I'm sorry for you. I am so sorry for you. Oh, it's Bear. It's done. It's done, Bear. It's done. It's over. It's over. You may not even make it to trial. I'm so sorry for you. I'm sorry. I really did love you, and you lied to me, and you used me, and you played me. Yes, you did, Bear. Yes, you did, Bear. Bye.
Now, with all these bad actors and con artists surrounding this whole case, it should be no surprise why it was necessary to have all these people spreading this propaganda everywhere via social media. But I saw past it. And what kills me is that when I see bullshit like this, and then I go to social media and see a janky ass lady over here tagging the FBI in some bullshit, and then after I tell people, I don't know, this docuseries seems to be suspect, and yet all these people support it, and then we see this.
And just guess the oral sex came in.
I know Rob, our last conversation that I had with him in Chicago, you know, he inspired me and told me, Bear, just do what you want to do, what makes you happy. He told me to continue to pursue my dreams, pursue whatever I want to pursue. And that's really all that I would be able to do.
I was calling you to see, did you get the stuff for that girl?
Police man on you.
No, not her. I mean the other girl, the one that's talking. Latoya Middleton. Yeah, okay.
What stuff you talking about?
When she's talking about her lying and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you got the videos?
Yeah, the videos. I became friends with her. And I'm friends with what's her name too on Facebook. Not Facebook, on Instagram. Latoya Middleton. I'm following, not friends, following. And I'm following Kash Jones too. And I don't even have it as Sylvia. I'm under there as Dowdy St. Bennett. And Dr. Momo.
Dr. who?
Momo. That's because my sister's name is Momo and she's a doctor and I gave myself that name.
He called for me. That's the only reason why I'm here. Nicole linked up with me. That's why I'm here. Other than that, for the past 20 years, I've been to myself. I've been running my business. I've been doing the shit that I had to do. I have not been involved with any of this shit. Fuck that.
Did you ever sign anything? I'm sure you did.
I have a bank account in his name.
Really?
Yeah. It's SunTrust.
SunTrust is his bank. He loves SunTrust.
I have a whole account in his name. And I hold his money that I can't even touch. It's like at least $4 million in that bitch. I can't even touch it. And you're telling me everything's okay. Years later, everything's okay. I need you to do this. I need you to say this. You had Nicole reach out to me.
Now, it should be clear I've maintained that I believe these people were getting a lot of this information from these people claiming to be in R. Kelly's inner circle. My issue is that I didn't feel like all that information was credible. So oftentimes people would take offense to my commentary when I'm just clearly stating the facts. And the fact was, at the time, we did not have the authority to hire nor fire an attorney for R. Kelly. Yet simple disagreements like that would provoke people to get on their platforms and cause all kind of chaos. And it was things like that that brought home to me what I put out there. And that was, I never said that any of these suspect ass people were working for individuals. What I said was, it's clear all these individuals are just covering up their bullshit. And it was obvious that Kash Jones came out long ago and told us exactly what was going on. The problem is that all these people ganged up on her and discredited her the same way we see these people doing time and time again. Kash Jones made it clear what Angelo Clary's real problem was, so I didn't need to hear any audio of him admitting it. Yet the fact that he was so comfortable getting on platforms and talking to certain individuals was questionable to me. Yet I had all these people who now have platforms who were continuously trying to steer my attention towards one individual when I've told you all from the beginning. I don't care who claims to know R. Kelly. I don't care who claims to be a relative of R. Kelly. I honestly didn't give a flying shit about anybody being scammed by these people because I put it out there. So when these people are adamantly trying to connect me to all the stupid shit they're doing, again, it brings home all the things that I'm telling you. Conspiracy or not, these people have made this whole case with R. Kelly a whole clusterfuck in between trying to pin supporters against supporters to even pinning the attorneys against each other. So with all that being said, it should be clear. There's a lot of people behind bars convicted behind a conspiracy. So if you think for 1 second I'm going to let people who have displayed the very behaviors that have landed R. Kelly behind bars opinion matter on my platform, you're batshit crazy. So with that being said, that is the only reason why I haven't even moved forward with Jessica Reed, who I wanted to bring on long ago, because all these people make all of us as a whole look crazy as shit. So imagine how it makes R. Kelly look when other people are steady painting the narrative that his fans are so dumb and stupid because we don't believe the bullshit narratives they've put out there. Think on that.
Lord, please forgive me how I'm living. I was born to drive a whip.